Hello guys, Sendou again. Welcome summer, as you can see from my outfit. But yeah, basically the idea with this video is just to talk a bit about the recent updates and just a general update about my competitive side of things, as well as talk a bit about what I'm playing right now and what gear I'm using. So it's gonna be kind of like double package in that way. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start with the big news from last week, being that we joined Ghost Gaming as the first sponsored European Splatoon team. So I think that was pretty big news. That was in the making for quite a long time. Like, we started talking to them late April, and we finally got it announced late June. So you can see these things definitely take time. And yeah, it's with myself, Dude, Ersan Sorin, and as I said on Twitter, Nike decided that this kind of competition isn't really for him, so that's why he's not included, even if he was in the original plans. But that's it. And we might be adding a fifth member, but again, like with the sponsorship, it's a bit more complicated, so it's gonna take a bit more time to figure those things out. But yeah, obviously I'm very excited and very happy to be able to make more lands overseas, especially, and that's of course made possible by Ghost. And overall they've been really great to work with so far, and I hope people definitely understand that they've been interested in the scene. Like, they specifically took interest in the game, not to us specifically. Like, they first look at the game and then they checked, okay, who makes more sense for us. So definitely I hope people give them credit for that. And yeah, I think that's overall very excited for it and very excited to see what comes next. And also, at the same day, it was big news day, but on the same day we also learned about on the European Championship, which is basically likely gonna be tied to another World Cup, because they already announced Koshien being the Japanese crazy big tournament. Like, it's insanely big compared to what we have here. But yeah, Koshien is announced. I'm betting Australian and American versions aren't too far away either. So yeah, and why it's big news for me personally is because this year they are allowing Nordic countries to compete. So Nordic countries can attend, and we are attending as one team. So you can have team with mix of Finnish, Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish players. So that's definitely really cool. Something I was a bit bummed about last time we wasn't able to compete. So definitely looking forward to that. I'm guessing the qualifiers will be sometime in the fall, and then the actual event should be in the early spring, like they said. That was spring 2019. And yeah, for me, like, we talked about something like what kind of team we could have. Like, we talked about Nike earlier. He says he could do this event at least, and that's cool. I think that's really a foundation of a good team. As well as I already talked to Plondro. If you don't blow Plondro, he's actually playing his weapon here. Well, he plays various weapons, but I mostly see him play Bucket recently. He's a really good slaughter player for Kraken Paradise. So yeah, that's already the foundation of a really solid team there. And then just trying to figure out, who's the good player as the fourth and who makes the most sense. Maybe look at the next patch and just see how that goes. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. And yeah, it's not gonna be sadly be able to attend as Ghost, so it seems like it's gonna be country teams again. So it's country separately. So maybe I get to fight my teammates. Hopefully, first have to, of course, go through the qualifiers. But yeah, still very much looking forward to it. The Switzerland event was really one in a kind, really. I don't think I made a video talking about the Switzerland event, but definitely that was something very special. And the one thing you have to know about this event is that Nintendo takes really good care of you. Like, everything is really like tip top. I don't know if you can say this in English, but everything is really well thought out, and they are really taking good care of you. And Switzerland was obviously very beautiful, and the event itself was really cool. But this time hopefully I can go as a player, so definitely gonna be figuring out that next to the ghosting. But yeah, I think that's the most important updates for now for me. After I come back from Belgium, it's gonna be a lot of grinding in July, with some events coming up, including LAN in August. I hope we can attend, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And for now, let's talk a bit about what I'm playing right now and why that is so. So I'd say probably my most comfortable weapon is still Custom Blaster. With Custom Blaster, if I'm playing it in solo, I would run something like this. But I'm not gonna go do this too much because I really don't play this so much. Especially in competitive, I normally don't play this at all. And that's just because looking at our team, I don't think it makes sense for us to have a Custom Blaster player. Like it's the difference between what's comfortable for you personally and then what's comfortable and what's good for the team. So yeah, for me, I'm really comfortable with this weapon and I'm having fun time playing it in solo. But really, if I played it with Olive, it would just make the team worse off, and I think that's why I shouldn't be playing it, and that's why I'm not playing it. But instead, I've been playing Rabbit Pro a lot. So Rabbit Pro is definitely the weapon of the Rabbit I enjoy most. Like I enjoy Rabbit Pro more than Rabbit, is what I'm trying to say. And this is the set I've been running lately. Okay, I have to say something about the sets. Like, this is not original at all. I totally stole it. I just say like, okay, I don't know how to fill these ability slots, because one thing about Rabbit is that it's very gear independent, meaning there's not much abilities you absolutely have to run. Most of it is just nice to have. So I was like running into a problem of, hey, what should I even run with this thing? So I was like, hey, Soren, give me a build. And I think he just literally gave me Gray's build or something. And Gray, if you don't know, is a really good Rabbit player for Kraken Paradise. But yeah, I think this might just be his build. So just gonna put this out there. But yeah, nothing crazy. Sub power up maybe the most uncommon thing, I guess. But for Mist, it's really nice to have, I think. Because Mist, well, I think I'm not gonna say underappreciated because that's a bit overused term, but Mist is very strong with a team that coordinates well. You can really shut down backliners very well. You can really coordinate with frontliners to do some real damage. And sub power up just makes it a bit easier. Like, okay, hey, if I wanna miss the guy on the ledge there, I don't have to like go so close. I can or like reach him from all the way over here. So it's just stuff like that. It helps a bit, and of course, like makes it easier to aim guys close to you. Just a bit of nice to have, nothing crazy. And that's pretty much this build in a nutshell. Sweeper speed for rabbits I like a lot. It enables you to keep up the spacing quite nicely. Like you can go in for kill and then come back, and you know, that's why swimsuit. Generally, if you think about what I want for rabbit build, just put a lot of swim speed. That can be the wrong choice, by the way. And special charge up is, you know, Cloud is nice. Cloud is very nice. That's pretty much it. Like nothing. It's really is nothing crazy, but I think it works for me. This is what I think works for me right now. And for Rabbit Pro Deco, we have something more fresh even. Again, pretty much the same build, I'd say. Just some random subs being added in favor of the sub power up, which is of course not needed with the splash wall. And we have the bomb defense for the armor. Again, if you don't know bomb defense, it in some cases it helps the armor not breaking due to, for example, a far hitbox of a bomb and so on. So it's nice to have with armor weapons. Overall, pretty much the same kind of build. A bit of swim speed, charge up for quick armor, ink recovery for just to help with the ink management. Like it's not, you don't need too much of ink management stuff with these weapons. Really, it's not nothing too crazy. Like okay, you have the wall, and you know, in this situation it's nice to have a bit faster ink recharge. And overall, I think you could play this without any kind of ink efficiency, but just a bit of ink recovery is, I think, for me it makes sense. And there's nothing else I would rather run, so that's fine in the end. And yeah, trying to keep the builds as similar as possible between the two of them, so I have a good feeling for both. Like I can switch to Rabbit Pro here and have pretty much the same feeling. Like I don't know how would be the perfect term to call it, but basically what I mean here is that I want the same feeling with the ink efficiency and speed and stuff, so it feels the same to play basically. So I don't just randomly switch gear and have a completely different feeling to it. Also, recent thing, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play it as much as I'm thinking right now, but Slosher for some stages, such as Reef and Mole Splatoons. I think for those stages, I just can't see how Rabbit Pro would work really. So I've been playing more Slosher. Actually, it's just an idea I got in a scrim yesterday, or that Ursa recommended to me. But to me, it makes sense. Like if I can see it work, and I just think the build looks so funny. Like honestly, I think this build is really good, really fresh. But okay, I another build. I just say Ursa, give me a build. Ursa gives me a build, and bam, here we are. But again, nothing crazy. Special, a lot of special saver, but that's just, you know, sometimes you just want the baller really fast when you respawn, and sometimes you die with the baller and so on. Like with ballers waiting for the right moment to use it, and you really can wait with the special saver forever just to have it on the right moment. And for example, retake baller is obviously really good, so that's why that amount of special saver and a bit of quick respawn, you know, frontliners. It's more frontliner than Rabbit Pro obviously, so some quick respawn is not so bad. But I know I think I'm gonna like practice it for fun anyway. It's a bit different, so it's a nice challenge for me. But yeah, mostly these are the weapons I've been playing already. Again, I guess not big changes, but I think it's still fun to keep this update since I can look back on them and say, hey, this is what I was playing back then, and this is what I'm playing now, and hopefully it also gives some idea with what gear I'm running and why, since that's a pretty common question in streams, like, yo, what are you running on Rapid? And yeah, just that's what I'm running, and if you don't know what you're running, then just find out the best build for you, and at least if you're running swim speed, then you're not doing it so badly. So I think that's the video for today, and if you don't know, I'm making a new video every Wednesday, and by new video I mean something that's not previously released on Twitch, so it's not a stream highlight basically. So that's every Wednesday, so yeah, as again, if you guys have any questions, leave me a comment, and if not, then see you next time.